I literally just finished filming this episode of Good News, threw my t-shirt in the wash bin, and then there's Morph staring at me from my inbox. And I'm like, well, let's put the baseball cap on and get the t-shirt. Nope, let's not do that. We're going to John McClane this thing because Marvel Legends accidentally just released on Hasbro Pulse UK their Morph figure, which is probably going to be part of an X-Men 97 wave that's going to be revealed officially this Friday at the Marvel Legends panel at San Diego Comic-Con. But their mistake is my little news story. In fact, the top story for the day, because Morph actually looks really, really good. Man, I know I'm really making more work for myself by throwing this in, but I had to because I took a closer look at the pictures and I don't know if I do like the look of this, actually. I mean, it's very hard to tell just from pictures, but he looks so shiny, like really plasticky, like not good. Pinless? Well, it should be, but his legs look really spindly as well. Really spindly legs. I do appreciate that we're getting a ball joint dumbbell torso. That's a good thing, I guess. But actually, I'm a little more hesitant on this now. You know me. I'm a happy dude. I see new action figures, I get excited, but I wanted to put a little extra salt and pepper seasoning on this as well. I'm actually a little bit concerned as to the direction that Marvel Legends are going in, because already they're $25 each, and they look more and more like toys, which I know they are, but it looks kind of plasticky and kind of cheap. Yeah. Hopefully the rest of the wave will look better, and they always do tend to look better in hand, but just looking at these pictures, the jury's out on this. I kind of like him, and Morph is a character who I hated before X-Men 97. I couldn't stand Morph in the original cartoon because he wasn't funny. He didn't make jokes. There was nothing clever. He was like, hey, I'm a cowboy. Howdy, howdy. And if I was one of the X-Men, I'd be like, Morph, that's not a joke. You're just turning into a thing and going, hey, I'm a thing. The worst thing was that Wolverine was always like, oh, Morph, oh, you're so funny. I'd be like, Wolverine, don't encourage him. And then X-Men 97 came out, and the character was wicked. So I now like Morph. I think I'll get this, though, because I don't need a 97 collection. But the fact he comes with the actual white head, the normal human head, and we're getting Gyrich as well, that's fun. So if you've got a random suit body going around, then you can do a Peter Henry Gyrich. What's the deal with his name, anyway? So Morph is the first to be revealed. But from rumor and scuttlebutt that several people have put out there, we should also be getting in this wave Jubilee, and then after her we're going to get Emma Frost, Cable, Robert DaCosta. So Sunspot should be there as well, and also a civilian casual clothed Wolverine. So that's going to be kind of fun. So stay tuned for the rest of these items that should probably be revealed on Friday. Hopefully, fingers crossed, along with a whole bunch of other cool stuff as well. But just to get our appetites whetted, we got some pictures of Morph. And honestly, I think they're off to a pretty good start. Don't need money, don't take fame, don't need no credit card to ride this train. It's the nerdy news that you need to know about. It's the only news that matters. And that's good news. And on today's show, we're going to kick things off with the one figure I've been trying to manifest my entire life. Hot Toys are doing Robocop 2. Not just Robocop in his Robocop 2, guys. They're doing Robocop 2. Robocane. This is crazy. I don't know what he's going to cost, but I'm going to pay it. And I shouldn't tell Hot Toys that because they're listening. I know they're listening, but I really don't mind. This is what I've always wanted. There have been some model kits, there have been some small little guys, but this is a huge honking 1/6 scale Kane. This is insane. When Phil Tippett, model maker extraordinaire and stop motion maestro, designed Kane, you know what he did? Intentionally, he made it impossible for people to recreate as bootlegs. He was like, I'm going to make this super top heavy. I'm going to make it spindly. I'm going to make it weird so that only I can make this thing at Phil Tippett Studios. But now, 30 years later, we've got the technology. We can recreate him. And Phil Tippett has signed off and said, go and make this thing awesome. And Hot Toys have done that. I'm so happy. He looks amazing. He's got the face that opens up with the Kane projection face inside. He's got the nuke canister. This is everything I've wanted. This makes me so happy. And also, you can see from the preview pictures, we're getting a Robocop as well. So we're getting Murphy from Robocop 2. I still have my old Hot Toys G1 Robocop in storage, and I might have to let him go, because I can't justify having two Robocops, but having these two together posed literally with Robocop on his back, like trying to wrestle with him. Yeah, this is amazing. So happy. And also, that's just me taken care of. You got another franchise you're a fan of? Don't worry. Hot Toys have probably got you covered. Just while I was filming this, I saw that Hot Toys have revealed all their images for Murphy from Robocop 2, so I can mark out over these, and he's got everything that I would want. Once again, he's got the battle damage with the cool blowtorch cutting tool scar down the front of his mask. That's wicked. He's got the unmasked portrait as well. And most fun, he's got the Kane brain in his hand that he can smash against the concrete like at the end of the movie. That's your diorama right there. Murphy on the back of Kane, ripping the brain out. I am never going to financially recover from this. And also, I'm okay with that. This episode is sponsored by Legendsverse, your one-stop shop for all of your action figure collecting, cataloging, and correlating needs. No matter what it is that you collect, from Marvel Legends to NECA, Mafex, SH Figure Arts, Transformers, G.I. Joe, Star Wars The Black Series, Masters of the Universe, and a whole bunch of other ones too. Not only can you log your collection on this website, you can go way back into the archives to see all the different figures that have been released throughout the last decade, 2 decades, almost 3 decades. I'm not sure which the oldest ones are on there, but they go right back to the start of Marvel Legends. And also the McFarlane line goes back to the 90s as well. Some of the OG Spawn ones in there too. It's a real treasure trove of the action figure world and collecting history. So trust me, it's a rabbit hole that you can get lost down, but dang, it's so much fun to do so. By following the link in my description, you can get yourself 10% off a lifetime membership, which you don't necessarily need. I know this is a terrible sales tactic, but you don't need to join up in order to enjoy the website. But if you want to log more than 50 action figures in your own personal display, then you need a little one-time membership and you're good to go. So gang, go check out Legendsverse. And also Legendsverse, thank you for sponsoring this channel. All right, back to the news. Because over on the Marvel side of things, we're getting 2 Iron Man figures. Not unusual for Hot Toys. Tom Jones syndrome. It's not unusual to get Iron Man from Hot Toys. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. So first of all, we're going to get the Mark III Iron Man suit from the MCU. They do love, oh boy, they love their MCU Iron Man suits. But what's way more exciting for your boy over here, not that I would get it, but you love to see it. We're getting Superior Iron Man. And this is what Superior Iron Man should look like. Marvel Legends. Because he's the right color. He shouldn't just be this white color. He should have this chrome sort of look to him, because he's got this, it's not a bioorganic suit, but it's the extremis type thing. It wraps around him. It's kind of liquidy. It looks like a symbiote. And this looks so cool. So this was Tony Stark after the Axis event, when various heroes and villains were inverted and the good guys became bad and the bad guys became good. There was like a babyface Carnage for a while, and Sabretooth was good, Hobgoblin as well. And Iron Man, he was still Tony Stark, but he was just like the worst version as far as being maniacal that Tony Stark can be. Like he created this drug that made people like look perfect, but he's like, okay, now that you look like you've always wanted to, you gotta pony up the dough. He cured Daredevil's blindness just so that he could take it away again and use it as like a bargaining chip. Such dick behavior. It was great fun to read. So that's very cool looking. MCU Iron Man's nice too. Hot Toys, they have been cooking this year, and they're still not done. Because we're also getting the big chap from Alien. They've done a big chap. I used to have the big chap. I sold him eventually. You know how it is. Money in space. I looked at him and I thought, he's good, but he's got to go. This alien's got to go. But now this is a huge upgrade. I think the one that I got was made around about 2015, 2016. It's pretty old. This new one, you can just see the advancement in Hot Toys, toy making type details. Very, very impressive. So that's another one that's a pretty good upgrade for anyone who wants to stay bang up to date with their Hot Toys figures. And then a couple more to finish with. It's a Hot Toys heavy episode to kick things off. We're getting the Dark Knight Bank Robber Joker. So there have been a lot of iterations of Heath Ledger's Joker over the years. Well, guess what? You got another one here. So I won't linger on this one for too long because Hot Toys being Hot Toys, it just looks exactly like Heath Ledger. Almost kind of crazily so. Bit of an uncanny valley sometimes, but they're so good that it kind of gets past that, I find. And then finally, we're getting Sam Porter Bridges from Death Stranding 2. Norman Reedus, that was the name. It took me a moment in my mind palace to go through my file of facts and figure out what his name was. Norman Reedus. Like so many Hot Toys, you get regular versions and standard versions and deluxe versions. So there's all different ones you can go for depending on your budget and how many different accessories you want to go for. I'm just here to give you the overview of the Hot Toys. You know that you can do a deeper dive on the Hot Toys website if you want to. And yeah, shall we talk about some other manufacturers now? Because there are other ones out there and they've all been very busy. Gang, if you're enjoying this video and you'd like to help out the channel, then a thumbs up would be very much appreciated. Bob. Or if you wanted to go one step beyond and get yourself a channel membership, well, that would just be ridiculously awesome. So thank you so much. All right, on with the show. McFarlane Toys, The Toddfather, going the Kickstarter route for a Batman v Superman Batmobile. Let me just read this off because I want to make sure I get all of this information right. This is courtesy of toyark.com. McFarlane Toys has announced a crowdfunding campaign, Batmobile from Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice, featured in the McFarlane Toys drawing board. So tier 1 of the campaign is the Batmobile, and as you move up to different tiers, you will get access to parts to convert it into the Justice League Batmobile. Other tiers feature Batman with a bat signal and monochrome versions of Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. So the campaign kicks off at 11 a.m. On August 22nd. So got a little while to wait for it to kick off. Campaign needs a total of $400,000. I don't know how many orders that is for production to proceed. And then we've got all the information here. So let's see if they have any actual prices listed. I can't see the price, but I'm sure it's going to be in there somewhere. I'll put it below so you can take a look. And kudos to McFarlane. On the eve of the DC license moving on, he's giving a lot of people what they want. We've got all these other Batmobiles, so adding this one to your Batman garage, I guess, or your car hole, whatever you call it, that's nice. That's cool. Good to get the people what they want. And this, I think, mechs, monsters, and vehicles. That's what McFarlane Toys do best. And this, it looks pretty nice. Well, this is a cute little surprise. SH Figure Arts are doing Super Mario figures. I mean, I can't remember who it was that was doing, was it Jazzwares that were doing Super Mario figures? We've had some decent ones that have come out quite recently, but this is SH Figure Arts. It's in a little more highfalutin. So no word on release date or prices yet. But we can see here we got Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, and a fun-looking Bowser as well, plus a whole bunch of blocks and accessories. You got the drain pipe, the shells, the coins. I wanted to say a Goomba. Is the little mushroom the Goomba or a Koopa Trooper? No, the Koopa Troopers are the small little tortoises. Whatever they're called. I consider myself a Mario fan. Clearly not the biggest Mario fan. But SH Figure Arts, they might make a few new Mario fans with these figures. As soon as we have more information, I'm going to let you know. Ben Cooper, Halloween costumes from Neca. They're doing more and more of these, and I actually really like them. The fact that they're doing more modern franchises as well. It's not just the old school retro ones. So for series 9? Have we had 8 other series of this already? My goodness. We're getting a Michael Myers, Leatherface, so a couple of classics, but then Jigsaw, Art the Clown, and Pennywise. So that's just kind of fun. Yeah, a little weird, a little weird and quirky, but also a little queaky and creepy as well. So if this is your cup of tea, well, they're going to be shipping around about the 3rd quarter of this year. Revoltech are going to be doing a new Ninja Gaiden Hayabusa figure, but not the swanky, cool, badass looking modern one. We're going to go back, way back at the time, to the heady days of 1988. I was about to say before many of you were born, but actually I've seen my demographics. You're all pretty much my age, which means that you will probably get excited at the prospect of this old school classic looking ninja. I think this could be good. We've just got the preview picture to go on, but already I'm getting a big bang of 80s nostalgia. Let's see what they're cooking up. In conjunction with Universal Studios' Dark Universe theme park opening, Neca are doing a little collaboratization, that is a word, with Universal, and they're re-releasing some repaints of their classic Universal monsters. You can buy these in the park, or you can buy them from the Universal Studios shop as well. So they're kind of Universal exclusive, but you don't have to go to Florida in order to pick them up. And I've seen Neca do these kinds of paint jobs before. This is the classic movie poster look. They did this for King Kong, and I actually really loved it. I thought it was just a bright, Technicolor way of doing it. And this is the same for these, because those old Universal monsters, they don't pop off the shelf until now. So I absolutely love this, especially like the bright pink Bride of Frankenstein. That's awesome. So they're going to be $48 each. And yeah, I'm not sure if they're available now or eventually or coming soon, but just keep your peepers peeled. I'll check the link to see if they're available for pre-order. In the meantime, though, yeah, I think these look really fun. Real quick one, a couple of little preview pictures from the 52 Toys Street Fighter 6 figures coming out. Ryu and Chun-Li, unlike previous releases from 52 Toys, these are going to be 1/12 scale. So many 1/12 scale Street Fighter figures coming around. So these are, no release date yet, but we've got the two different outfits. We've got Street Fighter 6 Ryu, but also classic Street Fighter 2 Chun-Li, along with her Street Fighter 6 version as well. I'm sure there are going to be more pictures to come, so stay tuned for those. McFarlane's not stopping there either. First of all, a new statue coming down the pipeline. This time it's Emperor Joker, done in Ed McGuinness's art style. So a little more cartoony, but a whole lot of fun and personality. I do rather like this. Then, in the action figure side of things, we're going back to the Avatar franchise. I don't know how well the Avatar franchise sold as far as action figures are concerned, because I swear I've seen a lot of them still on pegs, but they must be doing all right, because we're getting another Way of Water figure. This is Colonel Quaritch in his Recom Avatar look from with his RDA Banshee. Well, way to sight read, Dave. Pre-orders launch exclusively at McFarlane Store, July 23rd. So look out for that one, all you Avatar fans. Are people fans of Avatar? I mean, I know lots of people who enjoy it, myself included, but I wouldn't say I was a fan, you know what I mean? Then also, we're getting, let me take a little look here. I've got it up in front of me. Oh, going back to some classic Marvel. We're getting a Silver Surfer statue. Very OG looking Silver Surfer here. I just got my ticket to go see Fantastic Four tomorrow. So looking forward to that. Also, we're getting a Human Torch figure as well. That actually looks really pretty. Really, really pretty from the old 2-in-1 cover, issue number 10. That translucent look, very cool. And then a really kind of funky looking Superman. 1/10 scale resin statue, artwork by Clayton Henry. Available for pre-order, limited time at retailers. Highly detailed statue. I want to see what the idea is behind this. From the Superman Red and Blue series. Okay, there you go. Well done, McFarlane. I like what you're doing with that one. In Creator Corner, go follow Primo on Instagram if you're not doing it already. Absolutely phenomenal action figure photographer. In Artist Alley, featuring Dale Jomej, I don't know if I pronounced that correctly in the slightest. Are you supposed to pronounce the J? Maybe the J's silent. However you pronounce his name, you can see how you spell it, so you can go follow them on Instagram. Today's cosplay cover artist is Gracie the Cosplay Lass. Yes, I've featured her a load of times, but I'm going to feature her again because she just posted these pictures of her as Mystique with this incredible looking apocalypse, which so both of these are amazing and also makes you think how could Fox, with a huge multi-million-dollar movie studio, not make an apocalypse that looked anywhere close as cool as this? Go figure. That's why you come to this channel, for someone to rant about movies that came out like a decade ago. But anyway, go give her a follow. She's always posting awesome stuff. And folks, that does it for Good News for today. Thank you so much for watching. It wasn't the craziest, most action-packed episode, but I know that this is the calm before the storm of San Diego Comic-Con. So I wanted to get all the stuff out of the way that's like not directly Comic-Con related, because it is about to be a busy few days. And honestly, I'm really looking forward to it. So gang, thank you so much for watching. If you want to help support this show, if you want to help support this show so that I can get elocution lessons, then you can always get a YouTube channel membership. By getting one of those, you get to take part in all the channel member live streams that I do and have your say in the comments and all that kind of thing. I'm terrible at selling this, but also I really, really appreciate it as well. So gang, if your name's going up the screen, you're keeping Dave alive by giving me some money to buy a little bit of food and keep a roof over my head and keep action figures on my shelves, which ultimately is the most important thing. So gang, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep displaying model behavior.